Hi everybody, Cindy Ellers here from Cindy's Stamping Studio. Today's date is Monday, March 23rd, 2026. I'm located in the central part of Wisconsin, and right now I'm hoping spring has finally sprung. All of the snow that we got from the blizzard is about gone, and things are looking better. I would say we are officially in mud season. It's with all of that snow that's melted, we have mud everywhere and water, it's just the frost hasn't come out of the ground yet, so it's all sitting on top. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I'm on a couple minutes early because I like to get myself all set up for when people start hopping on. And that's always a challenge for me. But I got a new Kindle. It's a big one, and I love it. It's great. There I am. Yes. I went and moved my lighting around. It doesn't look too bad because I notice I get reflection off of my glasses. So that's kind of too bad. There we go. Okay, we've got a couple people watching already, and that's wonderful. Make sure you say hi, because that's the only way you can get into the drawing. And then if you have time, in my door prize drawing, and then if you have time and can share, please do that. And come back here then and tell me that you shared. And there's Linda Hodge. She's always so quick to hop on. I'm happy to see you. Hopefully everybody did well last week and the weather wasn't too mean. We were busy. We were terribly busy, and the sap was flowing. There's Denise Weiger from Colorado. Hello. The sap was running. What day was it? Saturday. We had 4 side-by-side or four-wheelers in the woods gathering the sap, and Jim had the trailer with 250-gallon tanks, so that's 500 gallons, and then he had to bring it home and unload it. So when he brought it home to unload it, we took advantage of it, and why not make it fun? So we come home, and Easton built a little fire in our fire pit, and we roasted hot dogs, and I had some chips and cookies. Christy had a dessert, and the adults decided, wow, we should have a drink. And so we had maple old fashions, and they were tasty. And so it was a lot of work, I won't lie, but we got it done. And so Jim ended up with, for that day on Saturday, we ended up with 1,050 gallons of sap. So then Jim RO'd it, run it through the reverse osmosis and take out not all of the water, but a lot of the water. And yesterday he cooked all day, and he got 15 gallons of maple syrup yesterday. He hasn't told me what he's gotten so far. He's busy cleaning up. And so I would almost say he got another 15 gallons. We're getting so close to our quota, which is 85 gallons. We're not a big operation. We're just a hobby that has went wrong. That's what everybody says. So, and Linda said, oh, thank you, Denise, for sharing. And Linda says she loves our Mondays. Well, I do too. I look forward to it. In fact, when Christy and I were planning when we were going to pick up sap, I says, well, we could do it Sunday or Tuesday, because Monday is Facebook Live, and I'd rather do that than be running around out in the mud. And there's Courtney, and Kay Wire. Carol Martin has liked and shared. Thank you. Courtney shared. And Karen Halterman, hello from Iowa. That's a lot of sap. It was a lot of sap. And Karen, I got your money order today. You're on my list. So as soon as he starts modeling, I'll let you know by email when it's ready to roll. And there's, let's see, I love your maple syrup. Yeah, we really like it too. And Jim is a very good cook. It's funny because Justin will help as much as he can, but he's the first one to admit, let's face it, Mom, I'm not very good at cooking. And he's good, but not as good as Jim. So Justin that's why Jim is our syrup master and Justin is our sap master. And Justin takes care of the RO so that Jim can cook and keeps Jim grounded, because Jim gets a little frustrated when things aren't going quite the way he'd like them to. Well, hi, Jan. Nice to see you. And Ronnie Kaiser-Smith. Enjoy the sunshine. Finally, yesterday, the sun didn't come out. And today it finally came out, but it was really quite chilly out, which was fine with me because that means the sap wasn't running. It was running very slow. So tomorrow we're thinking tomorrow will be a good day. Okay, enough about that. Oh, my daffodils. I am happy to report my daffodils are now that tall. And I have one that's ready to bloom. Usually by Easter, I will have daffodils blooming. Let's see. Stampin' Up news. They have a virtual album retreat for scrapbookers coming up in, I believe it's May. And not much else. If you're a demonstrator, tomorrow we can pre-order from the new catalog that'll be coming out in May. So I'm looking forward to that. In the new catalog is the new in colors and some new stamp sets. I got a nice little list going. So we'll see how far I get on my little list. Let us draw for door prizes. For comments, I will be sending these sparkle sequins to Karen Halterman in Iowa. Karen's watching, so Karen, I'll be sending these out to you tomorrow. And for sharing, she's watching also. I'm going to send the smaller version of the sparkle sequins, and I'm going to send those to Jan Fortin in Wisconsin. So Karen and Jan, you're both getting sparkly sequins. So there's that. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera. And we have some beautiful veteran cards to look at. I can't wait to show you. But first, let's see, there it is. Let's see if I can get this job done. There. Now you can see that the sun is shining. And it was a nice day. Just kind of cold. There. I have a little bit. I think that's good. Yep, that's good. Okay, the Veteran Honor Flight. June 1st is our deadline. Don't forget. But red, white, and blue colors, either in cardstock, design, or ink. Better push this up. A plain white piece of paper on the inside for messages that they will write. We don't write the messages. Does not have to be all Stampin' Up. Clean and simple is great, and no envelopes. You don't have to have envelopes. Okay? All right. So, without further ado, I got these beautiful veteran cards. Hopefully you can see. Yep. From Linda Yakmastal. And she's in Wisconsin. She sent a whole package of them. 38 veteran cards. And I thank you so much. Oh, I know what's wrong. I thought, my goodness, this isn't working. There. I have to put it up some. She sent all of these. Whoops, and there was one more. So I added that to our tally. I'm up to 402. So last year we had 440, and I'm really hoping that we can go and beat that, and hopefully we can. And there's Millie Grapp. She's a neighbor. She was a good friend of my mom's also. And I thank you for watching. Hello, Kathy Sanford. Nice to see you. Okay, where am I going to put this? I'll put that there. And I want to share with you a veteran's card I made. I made 2 of them. I was always taught when I started stamping, if you're going to make 1 card, you might as well make 2 cards. Because you take that whole sheet of cardstock, cut it in half, 2 cards. So I made these using the Service Essentials stamp set and dies. And I thought this turned out so nice using the puffy stars. And this paper, it looks like camouflage. Well, the paper, it was an accident. It is the garden poetry paper that's in the catalog right now, or online. That's this. So isn't that pretty? I thought it turned out really nice. I needed one for a swap, and that's what I used. But I just might make some more because I like how it turned out. Okay, put these over there. Tonight's featured stamp set is also the product of the month for March, Notes of Spring. Notes of Spring has coordinating dies. So you not only have a deer, but you have a solid that will color the deer. Same way with the goose and the greenery, the rabbit, I'm not sure what this was, maybe that. But anyway, this is different. Beautifully Celebrated is the dies I used tonight. What was I thinking? Get everybody confused. Notes of Spring does not have coordinating dies. It's just a stamp set. But if you place a $75 order, you can get this stamp set for $5. Okay, let's get started. Oh, and I have 2 Easter cards to share. I got a quick share. I made these for 2 very important people. So I'll be giving them their Easter cards maybe tomorrow, because they're not going to be home for Easter. We'll see. They might have to wait till after Easter. But anyway, I thought they turned out so cute. It's a retired stamp set, but I didn't care. I liked it. And there's no bunny like you. I thought it was cute. Okay. Great blue paper for veteran cards, Denise says. Right? It was one of those, I needed a card for this swap. And I didn't know what to make, what to do with the background. It just looks nicer when you have paper, you know. And I just accidentally came across that. So that made me happy. Oh, I'm trying to get myself situated here. Okay, in our packet, our base tonight is going to be Early Espresso. And for a change, if I can get it open, and for a change, it's going to be an up and down card, which is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. So this is what our card looks like. We are then going to use crumb cake for a layer and 2 pieces of Delicate Dreams Designer Series paper. And I was going to look and see if it is back in stock. And I can't tell you. I can't tell you if it is or not. So I'm sorry about that. And let's see. Oh, thank you, Kay, for liking my design on my veterans card. It's an original. So yeah. The Delicate Dreams was out, and it will be back in, I believe, by the first part of April or the 24th of April. I don't remember for sure. Okay, I got to get this closer to me. That's what my problem is. It's so far away, I can't hardly reach it. Okay, we're going to use the deer of the Notes of Spring. We're also going to use Early Espresso, Crumb Cake, and Mossy Meadow. So that's the ink we're using, and that's the paper. We'll also have a plain white piece for the inside. Okay, I like to get organized. Okay. First thing, we are going to use our layer. Now this Delicate Dreams, it's got copper in it, so that makes it, and it's foliage, so I figured, well, that would look nice. This just is not the way I like it. Oh well, we'll be okay. So let's put that down on our crumb cake layer. And the Justin and family are going North Carolina for spring break with another family, which I was talking to Easton and I said, are you packed? Are you ready to go? Well, just about. I says, do you have any room in your suitcase? I have a little room. Good. I'll be right over. Because, put me in your suitcase. He laughed. There. Okay, so that's our layer. This piece of Delicate Dreams is 2 3/4 by 5. This piece is 1 1/8 by 5. And don't worry. Oh, have a good bowling game, Kay. We'll finish watching when I get home. Oh, and there's Patty Weed. Nice to see you. And yes, Karen Halterman, those Easter cards are for the grandkids. Let's put it on our base. Anyway, don't worry if you want to write down the measurements, because I will post them on my blog for my Facebook Live replay, and that always comes out on Thursday, which I also share it to Facebook. So you can see it then. Okay, so now we have this. Now I'm going to go and put this aside using the Delicate Dreams dies. They have these really nice nested dies here. I really like this. Beautifully celebrated dies. I said that wrong too. But anyway, this is what it is. Okay, so I took a piece of white and I cut it out like so. And while I was die cutting, I also took a scrap of Early Espresso and a scrap of Mossy Meadow. And that's what I wanted to use for decoration. And I better put this right back inside. And let's clean this up. I also put a strip of adhesive strip on the back because they're so delicate. It would just make it easier. And there's Tracy Stevens Krantz. Oh, you just saw Justin at the Greenwood parking lot. Greenwood parking lot. I wonder what part of Greenwood. Oh, I bet. No, I don't know. Well, that's cool. I'm surprised you recognized him. He's a lot taller than when you had him in school. I was going to say, maybe he was picking up Andy, but I don't know. Well, that's good. Okay, and then we have this piece. It's also got a strip of adhesive strip on it. And Tracy, you're not late. We're just getting started. Using the Notes of Spring stamp set tonight that you can get for $5 when you place a $75 order. So these we'll just put aside because we're not ready to use them yet. And I cut this out using the Beautifully Celebrated dies, which I really like. Now we're going to need our paper piercing pack because not so much for the outline. That's always pretty good. It's when you have a solid stamp that you have to be more careful. Okay. Just put these there so I don't lose them. I'm going to stamp this right on the die, just like so. And I want to stamp the greeting especially for you. So that's going to go right there. Okay, let me put this away. And I'm going to get out my crumb cake ink. That will be for our solid deer. So that's pretty cool. We don't have to color it. Okay. Getting it to line up. That's pretty good. That's not bad. It's hard when you can't see what you're doing. Okay, so I got that. Now, we're also going to use Mossy Meadow, and we're going to use crumb cake also. Okay. I took a Post-it note and made a mask. So I'm going to put that over my deer, like so, and with the Mossy Meadow, I'm going to, yes, I questioned myself. I'm going to stamp some greens. Oh yeah, just like so. And put this away, because I think that's all I need that for. I'm going to get my crumb cake out, and this little bitty solid piece, I'm not sure what it's for, but, whoop, getting the crumb cake out, and I'm just going to stamp some there, like that, on the bottom. I don't know what it's for, but I like that. Okay. Take off our mask, and there's that. It turned out wonderfully. And get this back. And get my dimensionals. We're going to put these right here. So, yeah. I'll be interested to see how much syrup Jim got today, but I bet you he got another 15 gallons. So, yeah, we are so close to meeting our quota. So that'll be great. Then we can be done. Wrong. So we lose over half of our helpers when they go on spring break, but we have some people that actually volunteered to help us, which I thought was very nice of them. So here's our card base, the front. We're going to put our deer right like that. We're going to use these streaked dots that are in Early Espresso. Let's put them on. We will put one right here, and we will put a little one right there, just like that. We are going to go and next take the backing, and you'll notice I don't put adhesive strips on everything. I have found that it just isn't necessary. And it's funny, Jim and I were talking. We have both been doing this since the end of February. And it's like that every year. You don't mind when it starts, but you sure look forward to it when it ends. Okay. I'm going to slide this. See, and that's why you don't need any adhesive strip. It's just going to slide right in here. Like so. Let's get our leaf. And these dies are also in the Beautifully Celebrated pack. That deer turned out so cute. Well, thank you, Patty. It did. I'm going to make another card because I'm thinking this will be a great card. I'm making this a thank you card, but I'm going to also make it again because Justin has a birthday coming up in April, and he'd like that. Okay, now I like it just like that. I'll show you what the other one looks like, but I'm just thinking I don't want to, it had twine on it, and I just think that less is best this time. So let's do the inside. And I have a strip of our Delicate Dreams. You know me. Hate to let any of this stuff go to waste. And we're going to put this right across the top. That we'll get our Early Espresso back out, and the inside's gonna say a little note. I better get this back out. A little note of thanks. Perfect. And because there was a bunny rabbit, I decided I would stamp a bunny rabbit on the inside. This would make a good Easter card also. Just saying. Well, thank you for tuning in, Carol. I really appreciate it. Almost done. And we have the inside of the bunny rabbit. And that will be our card. I just have to put it on the inside, and we will be good to go. Oh, this turned out so nice. So this is our card using the Notes of Spring, the Delicate Dreams Designer Series paper, and the beautifully celebrated dies. And then that's what it looks like on the inside. I'll show you what it looks like with the twine. That's it with the twine. I just think that's just, I mean, the twine's okay, but this, I like this better. So I thank everybody for tuning in, and 2 minutes to 6. I think we did just right. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. Come back next week, and maybe Jim and I will be bottling syrup by then. We can only hope. Okay, thank you so much. Take care.